guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a summer fresh tutorial. Just fresh face, nothing heavy. It's just for summertime. You want something a little lighter, something a little brighter, just make you feel glowy and fresh. So I'm starting with a foundation primer that's SPF 30. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer Protect. And it is really good because it is SPF 30. It's like a little lotion. And it doesn't smell like sunscreen or anything, but I just feel like, you know, when I've got that under my foundation, I'm doing alright. You know, I'm doing something good for my skin. So, the next thing I'm going to apply is a foundation. Now, this will be a great time to try out like a BB cream or maybe something a little lighter. You don't want a full face, cake face, something that's going to run off and when you sweat. But you want some coverage and things like that. So, for me today, I'm actually going to be using the CoverFX CC cream. This is Time Release Tinted Treatment in Medium, and it's SPF 30. So this is like a CC cream, color correcting cream. I also might have used the bareMinerals Complexion Rescue. I have it in vanilla though, which is the second shade, so it's a little light for me right now. You could also use like the Cosmetics CC cream if you want more coverage. Anything just a little lighter. So this is going to be a talk through. I'm not going to do any kind of editing or anything for this stuff, and putting a little bit of that on my hands. I'm actually just going to use my fingers to apply it. So what's new? I haven't done one of these like chit-chatty videos in a long time. I usually save those for like a Saturday or Sunday when I'm like not in a hurry and I can just kind of leisurely get ready, because they take like, you know, the full half-hour, hour. I mean, I take that long to do my makeup every day anyway, let's be honest, but at least I can also take more chances like with my makeup, whereas like on a work day I'm not gonna like do blue eyeshadow or anything. I'm probably just gonna stick to something that I know is work appropriate. And I mean, what is work appropriate anyway? Everybody's work is so different. Nowadays it's like some places encourage like creativity and other places are still stuffy. So, and it depends on your job. You know, if you work at MAC, they're probably encouraging you to take makeup risks and wear color and bold looks, but I work in a corporate office, so I don't tend to do that. So this CC cream actually has pretty good coverage, wouldn't you say? I would say so. It's weird doing these chit-chats and not having anyone in the room with you. Wouldn't you say? I mean, it's like, awkward, crickets. I feel like I'm having to use a lot of this though. Like, it's a tiny sample. I thought this sample was like pretty generous, but maybe I'll get like 3 uses out of it. Yeah, I feel like this is medium coverage, which is better than I was expecting out of a CC cream. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with the concealer, obviously, as always. And the one I'm using today, again, obviously, as always, is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, and I have it in medium light neutral. This is basically the only concealer I've been using for like a month. I like the finish of this CC cream. It's like kind of dewy, but not too much. So I'm just going to take this and do a little triangle under the eyes. I'm going to dab it right on the problem area. That's it. And I'm going to tap it out with my finger and an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I kind of find that neither of them is really perfect for the job. Like, I feel like I need a mix of both. So I'll do the concealer brush for a while, I just tap it out. But then at the end, to get rid of any streakiness or anything like that, I go in with my finger. So it's almost like I need both. And I've seen like professional makeup artists do concealer on women, and they often use just their finger. They're just sitting there like tap, 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 tap. And I just watched a video Bobbi Brown posted, and she did that. We just tapped it in on the brow. Oh, I should have used my corrector. My Bobbi Brown corrector in peach. That stuff works, man. It's expensive. But if you have any like blueness under your eyes, like I do, it really takes care of a lot of that. Okay, just to set the concealer, and if you need a little bit more coverage than your BB cream or CC cream gives you, this is the Tarte Smooth Operator tinted pressed powder, and mine is in medium. Trying to find the right brush for the job. Okay, this is a Real Techniques brush. And then like I take this same powder. This isn't a brightening powder, this is medium. So I just kind of take it and dab it. It is a pressed finishing powder, so it's not heavy. It's not like a powder foundation. I'm not getting like layers of, you know, coverage, and I'm not going to get cake face by using this. It's a really lightweight, weightless powder because it's a finishing powder, not a powder foundation or anything. Okay, so now we have a nice canvas. I'm going to go ahead and use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot on my eyes. This is just my favorite eye base. I haven't actually tried soft ochre, but I really want to. I have like warmish neutral undertones, so I totally want to try soft ochre. It's just these paint pots take forever to go through. I mean, you guys see I use this in probably half of my tutorials as my eye base. I use it, I'd say half the day is when I do my makeup. And so I've been doing that for like a year, and I have a divot in the product, but not, I wouldn't even call it halfway empty. It's still quite a bit. So, okay, for the eyes, I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Toast, number 14. And I'm just going to take that like as the transition color, like at the crease and a little bit above. Nothing crazy. This will just help me blend out the color I'm about to put down, which is a little crazy. The suspense is killing you, isn't it? Totally right. Okay, so I was going to ask you guys, like, how often do you think that a channel should do a Q&A video? Like, how often? Because I've had my channel a year and I've done three Q&As. And I mean, I still get questions, and I'm thinking, hey, I've gotten that question several times. So sometimes I think about doing another Q&A, and then I'm like, no, they don't want to see that, like, every month. But how often? And, like, would you want to see a Q&A with Ben and I? If so, let me know below, and also post some questions, because I would love to get him, you know, involved in the channel more, despite however he feels about that. He doesn't hate it. It's just like not his thing. Totally an introvert. Okay, so the shadow I'm putting on my lid right now, this is the Urban Decay Moondust, I think. Moonstone? I can't remember. Anyway, that line of eyeshadows, and this one is Diamond Dog. Just like stunning. You see all the glitter? Oh, I love it. So I just put that on the lid. So the only thing that isn't fresh-faced, as you might want to call it, today is going to be that pop on the eyelid. Just some nice glitter. Like the rest of the look, I'm going to try to stick to pretty natural. But I don't, just because you're going natural doesn't mean you need to be boring, right? Doesn't mean you need to be dead. Or have no color to your face is what I meant by that. Okay, so I just put that on the lid. Alright, so now that I have a crazy looking glitter eye, I'm going to go in with another Bobbi Brown shadow. This is Blonde. It's like a medium ashy brown. And so it's a little darker than Toast, but not as dark as the lid shade. And I'm putting that in the crease just to kind of like help it blend out a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with Toast, that warm peachy color, and blend the two out again. So it's just kind of going to fade up naturally. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do the cheeks, I guess. I can come back to the rest of the eye later. For the cheeks, I'm going to be using the It Cosmetics Live, Love, Laugh Vitality Face Disc with drops of light technology, obviously. I mean, duh. And this one has the bronzer, blush, and highlight, so I'm just going to go ahead and use those. I'm using the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Radiance Wand number 14 with the bronzer color. And I'm just applying that right in the general bronzing area. I'm not contouring and bronzing today. I'm just kind of using a big fluffy brush and just spreading this bronze color around liberally. I swear, you can send the girl to college, but you can't teach her to talk. I swear, sometimes I'm like not able to put a sentence together. I don't remember what the word was I said the other day, but it was like really funny and Ben was laughing. I was like, is that a word? He's like, no, that's not a word. I'll just try to make like a new tense of a word that doesn't exist. Okay, so then I'm going to use the blush in here. I'm just going to use the same brush since we're going to be blending the two colors together. This blush is bright, so I remember that. Just kind of taking a light dusting with it. And also I still have that spot on my cheek, the acne from, gosh, a week or two ago. So I don't want to like, woo, you know, boom, with anything bright. Okay, so then I'm going to go back in with the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. This is the brush I used to blend out my concealer, and I'm taking the highlight shade from here. And I'm just putting a little bit. And I'm not carrying it all the way in. I'm just doing like from here to here. Because that's all I need to see anyway. I just wanted a little bit of a glow. And then I take it up like at the arch of the eyebrow, the very top. And I'm actually going to take that same brush and tap it under the brow as well. This brush is small enough that I can do it, but if you have really tiny eyes, you might not be able to do that. You might need to use a different brush. I just washed my brushes yesterday. I don't know why I'm being so lazy. I have clean ones. I just... Come on, like you're never lazy with your brushes. Right at the Cupid's bow, down the center of the face just a bit. You don't need to do this, especially if you're oily and you're like, no, I don't want to look like I'm glowing because I already look glowy by the end of the day by oil. Don't do that part. Okay, for lips, I'm using the Marc Jacobs High Shine Lip Lacquer, and this is in 302 Allow Me. I've been wearing this like almost every day this last week since I've had it. It's just like the perfect, like, My Lips But Better pink shade for my lips. I've been wearing it as a lipstick topper, and it's like refreshing because it's got a minty scent to it. So I really like that. And then now I'll go ahead and do my brows. For brows today, I'm doing something a little different. Since I told you I wanted to go kind of fresh face and natural, this is the NYX Tame Frame Tinted Brow Pomade, but I bought it in blonde. Why not, right? I mean, I have enough natural brow that I don't need to, I'm going to blend this out a little bit. That I don't need to use anything dark, you know, I just wanted to define them a little bit. So we're going to try it. It's supposed to be waterproof, I think, so on a day like when you just want to look good and put together, why not? I guess this might help you if you have really dark hair and you're like thinking that these pomades make your brows look really dark. I'm going to show you the blonde one from NYX up against the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in chocolate, so you can see the color difference too. I'm just going to use a small angled brush and a spoolie, and I'll put the two together for you. Alright, so I have two different angle brushes that are clean, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch both on my hand for you. So the first one I'm swatching is on a NYX blonde, and then now I'm swatching with a different brush, the Anastasia chocolate, so you can see the color difference. Whoa, baby. There's a color difference, let me tell you. There's blonde. It's almost gray, like a very cool brown. And then there's chocolate. So if you're worried that getting your actual hair color is going to be, which chocolate is my hair color, totally matches. But if you don't want that harsh of a color on your brows, let's give the blonde a try and see if we like that. So here we go. I don't hate it so far. I'm going to move my mirror. So I'm looking in my mirror right here in case you're wondering. You know, you really can't see this blonde in my eyebrows. Like, as I'm painting it on, I'm like, did I get that spot? Did I even do it? I feel like it actually makes it look like my eyebrows are gray. Which, I would say my hair color is pretty neutral. Like, it's not reddish and it's not black, like, blue. I'd say it's like a natural, rich brown, natural finish. Neither red nor cool. So, I don't know if this ashy blonde color is too light for me. I need to tweeze my brows anyway, but... Okay, so can you even tell that I just did this brow? Not really, huh? Alright, well, I'll go ahead and do the other one. Maybe what I could do is use the blonde on the front of the brow and use the chocolate on the outer part of the brow. The blonde is like very similar to my skin tone. I mean, not that I'm gray colored, but... Okay, so I did the blonde. I'm not sure I can tell, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush that I used with chocolate with no additional product on it, and I'm going to define the outer half of the brow and the underside. Alright, I'll have to play with that. Let me know what you guys think. Now I'm just going to spoolie them. Try to blend the two colors together, since I did end up using two colors. What do you guys think? I am curious. I'll have to like stare at myself in different lighting. Like, I find the best time to like check your makeup is when you're like walking by a mirror randomly in different lighting and you're like, whoa, I did not know my contour wasn't blended, or, you know. Does that happen to anybody else? It can't be just me. Okay, so now that we have that done, for liner, you could totally skip this if you're going like fresh-faced. Yeah, I'll skip it. What the heck? So this is my YSL Mascara Volume Effect Fossils. This is like probably top 3 of my all-time favorite mascaras. I have a few, maybe top 5, I don't know. So what are your top mascaras and why? Like, what do you like your lashes to do? Because I like mine to be long, like lengthened and separated. I don't like them to be thick, and I don't like them to be clumpy or spidery at all. Like, not even a little bit. So I find that this mascara is like perfect because it really lengthens. And okay, it smells like watermelon. Like, straight up, I have watermelon on my eyes right now, and it smells delicious. It's funny, I don't even eat watermelon, but I like the smell. Watermelon's one of those foods that, like, the texture weirds me out. Anybody else? Do you have foods like that where you're like, you can't eat it because of the texture? Yeah. Like, I don't mind the taste. It's not very strong. And I like fruit in general. I really do like fruit, but... So, like I said, it's kind of a natural face with no liner and just kind of keeping it natural. But the only thing I did is a pop instead of lipstick or anything like that. Like I normally do, like either a dark eye or a dark lip. It was just that glitter on the lid with that eyeshadow. The other thing I really want to check is if I have fallout with that eyeshadow. I've worn it a couple times and I didn't notice any glitter falling down onto my cheeks, so that's a good sign. You can also, if you don't want the look of liner, but you kind of want the look of liner, if that makes any sense, what you can do is you can do eyeliner only on your tight line. So none will actually show on the outer lid. It'll just give your lashes a little oomph and make them look a little longer. It actually, when you put black in the tight line, it makes it look like your lashes start a little sooner. So they just appear a little longer. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that instead of full-on liner. So there's the first coat. I didn't apply any to my lower lashes. I'm not sure I'm going to. I kind of like it just kind of natural. This is a Crown waterproof liner in black. So I'm just lining right there in the tight line. And then after I do this, we're about done. All I'm going to do is apply a setting spray and a second coat of mascara. What setting sprays do you guys like in the summer? Do you change it up because you maybe get a little oily? I'm still trying to finish out my Urban Decay Chill makeup setting spray. I love it though. I also really like the NYX one, the dewy finish and the matte finish actually. Okay, so can you see a difference since I lined the waterline? Anybody? I hate that nobody's here to answer me, so what are you gonna do? But anyway, I'm just doing that second coat of mascara and then I will be setting it with the setting spray. So this is basically the finished look. Like I said, you can always go in and do a liner, or you can skip the shimmery eyeshadow and just go with neutrals. You could do a lipstick instead of a lip gloss. You could line your lips and then do a gloss on top. You could do mascara on the lower lash line or finish your lower lash line with a liner, whatever you need to feel good for summer. The most important thing is to have some SPF on your face, whether you do it in the form of makeup, chemical or physical SPF. You know, top it with a spray of SPF. If you're going to be outside, you want to set it and you want to make sure you have long-lasting makeup on that's not going to sweat off your face. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.